was at the Comedy Cellar or the Improv when you were starting out? Like, who were the comics that you
It was like
you
Jon Stewart, Dennis Leary, Chappelle was coming around there. Chris Rock wasn't really a cellar act, but he would pop in.
Right.
Louis C.K. was there. Dave Attell was there. You know, yeah. I mean, it was a nice crew. Mark Maron was on there.
Right. And who was the first late night break you got? Like, what late night show were you on?
Well, I got to do Johnny before he retired.
What the hell was that like? That
it was 1991, and he retired about 5 months later. I mean, it's the pinnacle. It's the thing. It's the dream. Yeah.
Right.
It was so nerve-wracking. And the next big one was my first Letterman, which was, I want to say 5 years later. And that led to Everybody Loves Raymond. Letterman produced my show.
Worldwide Pants.
Yeah, Worldwide Pants.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but the first thing, was Johnny Carson. I was about 6 years in the business when I got that. Yeah.
So what made you want to just do stand-up to begin with? Or just a kid in Queens growing up? You made friends laugh and you figured, let me try it?
Yeah, kind of the funny guy. There was a funniest guy in the neighborhood. It wasn't me. You always hear this story, too. You always hear like the comedians say, I wasn't even the funniest dude in my neighborhood. And I was by far, there was this other guy.
Do you remember his name?
I do, John Oliver. John Oliver was...
Not the John, obviously.
No, not that John Oliver.
Different accent.
No. American John Oliver.
The Queen's John Oliver?
Yeah, Queen's John Oliver. Funniest dude. And we started a little group, and we put on sketches. This is when Saturday Night Live was starting, you know? So we started emulating them, and we put on sketches for there was a teen club that once every month, the teenagers were allowed to go into the basement of the church, and they had ping pong and knock hockey and a stage, And we decided, knock hockey.
Yeah.
We decided to put on a sketch show, and we wrote our own sketches, and that was my first taste of it. But then I didn't really, I thought maybe I'll be an actor. I don't know. And then someone told me about an audition night at the Improv. I was working at a gas station, I remember, and an old buddy pulled in, and he said he went to the audition night at the Improv. And I go, what's it like? He told me, and I called up the club, and they say you come down, you pick a number out of a hat, first Sunday of every month. You pick a number out of a hat, and we give out 20 numbers, and if you're one of those 20, you go on that night. Mm-hmm. And I remember I brought a girl I knew from the neighborhood so we could both pick, and I told her if you get a number and I don't, they ask your name, tell them I wanted to give them an androgynous name. So I said, Jackie Roberts, give him Jackie Roberts. And that's what happened. I went on as Jackie Roberts that night.
Because she picked it?
I got a blank and she picked it. There's about 50 guys pulling for 20 numbers. And
Jackie Roberts.
And then the owner of the club, Silver Friedman, she said, if you get a call back, if they like you get a call back.
Yeah. I
got a call back to come back next month. And so I had to go for the first couple of months. I was Jackie Roberts.
You got to keep playing it out.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't. What am I going to tell? Then I just told her, finally I said, that's my stage name. I'm going to go back with Ray Romano. Yeah.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.